really wasn't going to talk about this because I have seen so many other people share and give exceptional coverage about the tourists that were killing the coquis. But I do want to say something about this that I think hasn't been said yet. Just to recap, an American tourist was caught on Reddit talking about how they are so annoyed with the sound of the coquis that they, have found a way to spray and kill coquis so that they don't have to deal with the sound of this indigenous frog to Puerto Rico. And of course, a lot of us who understand the importance of the coquí culturally, spiritually, have come out sharing that this is wrong. And, there's been news coverage about this, and it's important to educate in general. But all I will say is how on brand, how freaking on brand for American tourists to be killing innocent things and destroying the environment for their comfort. That's really on brand. Anyways, talking more about why this issue is so important. This is the third major, event that has happened recently surrounding tourists in Puerto Rico. It started with, of course, the arsonist who burned down 3 buildings, and then there was another news report of a woman who was so upset at a woman at the mall who didn't speak English that she tore down her sign and walked away. And so there's so many instances where tourists come here and they do these things because they feel entitled, obviously. But there's also just the issue of power and the dynamics of being a place that is colonized, because as much as people talk about it being a territory, being a part of the US, at the end of the day, there is a deep knowledge that this place is a colonized place, and there's dynamics around that. And beyond just the coquí and the need to protect an endangered species, right? Because as someone had shared, there's 17 species, 3 are no longer here, they're gone, and 4 to 5 remain endangered. And so it's really important to understand not just that we're protecting something that matters so much to us and is so tied to our identity and to Puerto Rican culture and history and everything. But it's so important to understand that we are fighting on multiple fronts. Protecting not just the indigenous wildlife, but also protecting our coast and protecting our way of life here in Puerto Rico.